So in this episode, we have Duke's B8.5 A4, and what we're doing is we're replacing his catalytic converter with a test pipe. So we're installing this test pipe. Who was it made by, Duke?
CTS Turbo.
CTS Turbo. So we're going to take that test pipe, replace the catalytic converter down here. So what we did first was we removed Duke's APR, nice carbon fiber intake. So that gives us a little bit more room to access the hardware to remove the catalytic converter. You have to take a 7/8 crow's foot and put it over the O2 sensor, and you can break it loose. If you were to use any other conventional wrench, there's not much space to sort of apply torque, so definitely, if you can, try to get one of these crow's foot wrenches. I'll put the link of this product in the description down below. One suggestion I do have is take off the plug, unplug it from up here. You just unclip it from this spot, and that'll allow you to take it off of the catalytic converter. So I'm going to try to remove this O2 sensor, the secondary one behind the catalytic converter. So I'm going to try to remove that, and then down below we have 3 nuts down connecting the catalytic converter to the, I believe, down plate. You can barely see it, but 1, 2, and then there's one on the opposite side. So we'll try to take that off next. So I removed the 3 bolts and nuts connecting the down pipe to the catalytic converter. I also removed the little dampeners, bolt, spring, and nut too as well. So I'm going to circle that right here, so just remove that as well. Now we have to remove 4 15mm nuts to remove the catalytic converter from the exhaust manifold. So the biggest issue we have right now is trying to reach the 15mm nut that is directly where my fingers pointed on the opposite side of the manifold. So that's where we have to get into. So most likely what we're going to have to do is try to get an extension with a 15mm deep socket and try to grab it from the bottom corner behind this catalytic converter. So this is the configuration that I used to remove that 4th nut. This is a deep socket, 15mm, and this is an extension with a wobble point at this end, so you're able to articulate it a little bit more. You don't need a crazy extension. We removed it from the top of the motor, basically above this point, and wrapping it around the cat and getting it to that one point over there.
So we got this catalytic converter, the OEM one, out. Well, not we. Pat did, and then I just helped lift it out of there.
He totally did it. So the hardest part about this was what, Duke?
The hardest part is basically figuring out how to get it out of here. And the second hardest part, I'd say, is the 4th bolt. The 4th bolt is definitely a tricky one because it's on the inner part of the engine bay.
All we had to do for the removal of the OEM cat was we sort of twisted it and then we pulled it out. What we're going to do now is just install the test pipe. Alright, so let's start her up. It sounds good. Go ahead and follow Duke on his Instagram page and his YouTube too. I'll leave the information down in the description. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.